Hey folks, did you hear about Biden's new plan? Over there in Copenhagen, they are talking bullshit. But he said that he's going to give 30% of the land in the United States. He is going to make for nature reserves, for climate change. And all this shit. It's not just the land; it's the water too. 30% of all the land and all the water is going to go to nature. Now, with the land they already got, for national parks and whatnot, it's going to take an additional 440 million acres to get to that 30%. You know what that is? That's the state of Texas worth of land, plus another state of Texas, to get to that 440 million acres. It's like the state of Texas and 5 or 6 other states. Is it going to be your house, your city, your ranch, your farm? I mean, they can say it's a bright idea, but will it pass? Will it go through? Is he going to be able to do it? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't put nothing past this administration that we have that just does whatever they want. I mean, they've thrown the Constitution out, stepped on it, pissed on it, shit on it. And they basically just do what they want. I mean, Biden needs to just go ahead and come out and say it. I'm for open borders. Shut up about it. I don't want to hear no more about y'all bitching about all the North Africans, Chinese, terrorists, Muslims coming over here that's not going to assimilate. They're going to eventually do away with our form of government and want their form of government, but and have their way with your women like they want. But that's beside the point. So yeah, he's promising all land, water, 30% of it. When you think about it, are they gonna, like implement domain shit, eminent domain, and pay you a good, honest wage for your land and your house and your town? This ain't like they're just going to take little spots here and there. They're going to end up, they have to take whole damn towns. Because they got our flyboys training for something. Y'all ever heard of yard farming? And you're like, ooh, that sounds pretty good. I could grow a garden in my front yard. Even if I lived in town, I don't need a bunch of land. No. That's not what they mean. It means that they want your land. They probably ain't even going to tell you about it. And they're going to send in a bunch of aircraft that's just going to fly and drop a couple JDAMs on top of your house while you're asleep in the middle of the night and blow your body like cow manure all over the yard. Yard farming. You're out of the way, you're planted, all in one foul swoop. They're not even going to give you a chance to fight. And it makes you wonder when this starts. If it does, I mean, I can see the way things are going that I could see Biden trying this. So it's just, I just don't know when it starts. I know the Bible tells you, to be ready to pray your flight don't come at night or in the winter, because it would be worse. Then there's, they got their little programs talking about the dark winter and the Great Reset. Is this kind of shit coming this winter? I know this next winter is going to be worse than last winter. It's going to set all sorts of new records. It makes you think. China is amassing troops on the Canadian border, and they're training for some kind of shit, but you know what they're training for, to come here. And then we found out the other day that the United States has 60,000 troops working in corporations and business. They're out here in the real world, supposedly fighting cybercrime and doing other crap. So we're paying like a whole nother branch of government, soldiers they call them, troops, to be doing shady shit out here. And you got the China on the bad winter, yard farming. I made notes, so it'll be interesting what's fixing to happen. And then the whole Middle East shit that they've been fighting for thousands of years, they're going to continue fighting for thousands of years. And the Jews and the Palestinians, all these little wars and stuff's all planned. It's the Satanists run everything. They control it all. They have to do whatever they got to do to get the people to go along with the next thing they want to do. They're going to use the Muslims to kill the Jews and Christians, and then they're going to kill the Muslims. So that's how it works. Yeah, I never planned all my life that it'd be my government that would be. I don't know, maybe I was stupid in my younger years and naive. I just figured it would always be, an outside entity. Russia, China, South Korea. But now it's going to be my own government starting it. I think if China was to attack right now, Biden would tell the military to stand down. And I think our generals would do it. I think they're all bought and paid for. And then the good military people, they're kicking them out left and right. They have their 60-day stand down so they could purge the military of white supremacists and all that crap. The only people they want in the military is these young, dumb, stupid kids that'll do whatever they say, that can't even go running because they break a damn femur because they sat on their ass all day their whole entire life, that their bones are brittle. Look that up. There's tons of them kids in the hospital every week. Don't got to do nothing but run and break shit because they're brittle. But stock up on food's all I can tell you. Even if you don't believe none of this shit, go ahead and stock up on food. Get your year's worth of food. 6 months. Whatever, At least you won't starve. And then they got their, all this alien shit they're throwing on the news here lately. Tell you right now, there's no such thing as aliens. We weren't planted here. We weren't terraformed. I tell you what there is, though. There's a little entity called Satan, or Lucifer. They got his ass tossed out of heaven, and he brung 1/3 of the host of heaven with him. Now, what they look like, what they fly around in, what they do, I do not know, but do not be deceived. These ain't your progenitors. This is the evil part of the elder race, I guess you could call them. Our brothers and sisters, the ones that was invented before us. The ones that ain't made out of terrestrial earth. It says when God created earth that the angels in heaven, they all cheered and clapped. So they were made before anything else was invented. So I don't know what they're made out of. I don't know what they can do. I know they're immortal, so we can't kill them. We can rebuke them in the name of Jesus and they will flee. If you resist Satan, the Bible tells you he will flee away from you. But I got a funny feeling with all this crap they're putting out about the aliens and the spacecraft. I think a lot of that shit flying around is either ours or China, Russia. Someone had a technological leap that they are not, they don't want us to know about. Or it's ours and we're trying to hide it from other people. Some people would say that's it. Oh, it's ours. It's the United States, and we're, trying to hide it from others. But I got this funny feeling that the way, the Democratic Party's bought off. I mean, they all belong to China. And I would argue that a good chunk of the Republican Party is owned by China now. And I would say that, maybe it might be the Chinese, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. Everything they're doing for China. Make no mistake about it. They are bowing down and doing what Xi Jinping tells them to do. But don't fall for that alien shit. They ain't aliens. I don't know what they're gonna look like if they do roll them out, but they're not your friend. I mean, they've hated you from the very beginning. So anyway. Alright. Talk to y'all later.